VFL R13, oh we're from Tigerland Watch. The boys sing the song after the round 13 win over Box Hill. The intangible feeling of love and connection at the Richmond Football Club was there for the football world to see on Thursday night and also on Saturday. When a Tiger comrade went down and endured hardship, his fellow comrades expressed their unconditional love, in tremendous displays of solidarity and unity. On Thursday night it was the luckless Reece Conca who dislocated his left ankle and was swamped by his teammate. On Saturday it was the much-loved Anthony Miles. Late in the final term, Miles tracked the ball back with the flight in customary courageous fashion and unfortunately tripped, with his head colliding with Hawk Kurt Heatherley's hip. Miles lay concussed, face first on the turf. He was assessed by the club doctors, who slipped him into a neck brace and onto a stretcher, where, like with Conca, his teammates flocked to be by his side and show their love and support. Miles was sent to hospital for precautionary measures, but was up and talking in the rooms post-match. This was a combative game between two top-four aspirants, with the Hawks coming to Punt Road Oval with a clear intent to throw their weight around and test the latter-leading Tigers. The Tigers, fresh off a bye, welcomed the Box Hill Hawks to the Swinburne Centre, keen to prove once again why they're the pace-setter in 2018. Richmond was held goalless in the opening term, but flexed its muscle thereafter to record a heartwarming 47-point win, 14.11, 95 to 6.12, 48. Box Hill's ability to defend somewhat mirrored the Tigers, and held it in good stead in the opening term, with both sides repelling their opposition's forward thrusts at will. Hawk veteran David Meare proved impassable early on, with the Tigers continually picking him out on entering the forward 50. After both sides peppered the goals, Ryan Schoenmakers broke the first quarter deadlock, slotting the opener for the Hawks, who went into quarter time 7 points ahead. The Tigers weren't their usual clean and zippy selves, and were scrappy in the front half. The second term ignited, with spot fires ablaze left, right and center, with the Hawks upping the ante with their physicality and niggle. After a goalless first quarter, the Tigers slammed on 5-4, with the likes of Tyson Stengel, Jake Arts, Callum Moore and Patrick Nash riding the ship. Jake Arts snapped our first for the day, and kicked 2 for the term, along with Stengel, while Nash provided the highlight of the term. In a nest of Hawks, Nash shrugged off a would-be tackler, sidestepped out of congestion and snapped truly on his right. Nash kicked another pearler from 50 in the third term, which truly highlighted his class with ball in hand. Box Hill slotted 2 goals from 50-meter penalties in the second term, as it continually tested Richmond's discipline threshold. Cool heads were needed if the Tigers were to prevail, and after halftime the leaders and young guns alike really came to the fore. With the Hawks just edging the Tigers in the clinches, Shai Bolton, Liam Baker and Connor Menadue were thrust from the frying pan into the fire, sparking their side in the second half. Ivan Saldo got on top of Mark Pitt on net, which brought Bolton, Baker and Menadue into the game. The trio were sharp, clean and zipped through congestion to kick-start the Tigers' run-and-carry game, as they torched the Hawks on the outside. As the game quickened up, Callum Moore came into his own. His tireless work rate allowing him to continually find space in the front half and presented a beacon for his teammates up the field. His kicking was a little wayward at times in very blustery conditions, but his hit the scoreboard with 2 final-term majors to seal the deal for the Tigers. Bolton showed his poise in front of goal in the last quarter, as he zipped and dodged his way through congestion, steadied on 50 and kicking truly to cap off a sterling performance. Known more for his forward craft, this was a game that showed that, may be remembered for the birth of Shai Bolton, the slick and silky midfielder. Liam Baker was his crafty and industrious self, and one that relished the antagonistic way the Hawks went about it. Connor Menadue's drive and penetrating right boot were telling, but it was his work in the contest and that shone brightest. The major ball winners for the Tigers were Corey Ellis, team-high 27 disposals, Liam Baker, Sam Lloyd, and Connor Menadue racked up 23 disposals, while Shai Bolton finished with 22. The win highlighted the maturity of this group and a strong belief in each other, the system and a willingness to embrace the fight. Richmond 0.25.59.9 14.11 95 Box Hill 1.35.86.1 06.12 48 goals. Richmond: Patrick Nash 2, Callum Moore 2, Jake Arts 2, Tyson Stengel 2, Shai Bolton, Camden McIntosh, Tom Silvestro, Brandon Wood, Jacob Ballard, Callum Coleman Jones Box Hill, James Warple 2, James Cousins, Dylan Moore, Ryan Shoemakers, Mackenzie Dorian.